If I would have to entitle this video of my remembrances of Mr. M, I guess the title would simply be All or Nothing. I've known Mr. M my entire ordained life, because long before I came to St. Thomas More, where he was our band director, I was responsible for Camp Lawrence, and it was there that I met him through his summer band camp. Throughout the entire time that I've known him, he has been all or nothing. I've never known anybody who could be as passionate, who could be as joy-filled, who could be as energetic, and who could be as focused as Mr. M was. And he asked that of his students as well, to be passionate, loving, joyful, and focused. And he got that out of all of us. God bless you, Mr. M.
I'm Sarah.
And we are graduated flutes from St. Thomas More.
We are seniors now.
Yes, and we play at the Munster High School Orchestra. We actually have a concert right now. In a couple hours, so we're very excited. So now that we have a concert, we've just kind of been reminiscing about how we only got to this point because of Mr. M.
Honestly, if it wasn't for him, we would not be where we're at today.
He taught us so much, and he impacted us so profoundly, and honestly, we had such a special bond with him, our whole graduating class, and it was really sad to hear that he is gone because he was such an important person, but he does live by his memories. So one of my favorite memories with him is, so Mr. M, as we all know, can be a little intimidating at times. So there was this one day where I was a little clumsy, and I accidentally knocked a baritone saxophone off a chair. It was this really big, like, bang, and I was like, oh no, and then of course, it broke. But, so I was like, he's gonna yell at me, something's gonna happen, but he was actually so understanding. So, that's my favorite memory with him.
My favorite memory was I joined band in 4th grade, and then due to choir, I actually had to quit about 2 months in. So, about a year-ish later, I decided that I wanted to rejoin, and I was so worried that he was going to be mean about it, but he was so kind, and he worked extra hard with me the entire summer to make sure I was all caught up to everybody.
So, we love Mr. M so much.
Yes, we do.
And we're going to hold him with us for the rest of our lives. So, thank you for watching.
You.
My name is Mary Buxa. I graduated from St. Thomas More in 2017, and I was a part of the St. Thomas More band from the summer of going into 4th grade all the way up into 8th grade. Being a part of the band was such an amazing experience. Not only did I make lasting friendships, but I learned the importance of music and how to play not just the flute, but also the piccolo. Mr. M really taught all of his students that even if you had no prior music experience, that you can still learn how to read music and how to play music. Some of my favorite experiences and memories from the band include all of the parades, especially when they were boiling hot and we had to get sprayed down with water just to stay hydrated and to cool off a little bit. To all of the concerts, some of my favorite songs definitely include Chimes or Carol of the Bells, and of course, My Girl. I am forever grateful for having Mr. M as my band teacher, instructor. He definitely brought out the best of all of us, brought out the best of me, and he was a huge asset to the St. Thomas More community as well as all of the Catholic schools that he had taught for. I really do miss him, but I know he is doing great up there in heaven.
Hi, my name is Nate, and I'm a class of 2013 St. Thomas More graduate. I started with Mr. M in 3rd and 4th grade summer band, just like most everybody else. I wanted to play trumpet, but I picked it up and just couldn't make the right sound, so Mr. M had me try percussion. To this day, I don't know if he had some superhuman intuition or if it was just a lucky guess, but I've played drums since then, and I've played piano, picking it up on my own since 8th grade. Which I believe that Mr. M played a part in too. I can confidently say that without him as a teacher, I wouldn't be half the musician I am today. But not only was Mr. M a talented teacher, he was also a talented musician himself, and that is where you really saw the raw passion he had for this stuff. I would love to see him play at parish events with his polka band, and Mr. M, let me just say that we all miss you, but we already know that you're starting a new polka band up in heaven with the angels. God bless.
Mlynarski was a caring, vibrant man who was passionate about music and music education. I was never the best or most dedicated of students, but I learned a lot from him. He always chose music he thought we would enjoy, like music from Lord of the Rings, Pirates of the Caribbean, and for the holiday concert, that old favorite, Deck the Halls with Chips and Salsa. Mr. M touched so many lives, taught so many to appreciate music, and for that, I simply say thank you. We miss you. We all miss you. You are irreplaceable, one of a kind.
Hi, I'm Abby, and I've been in band since 4th grade, and I'm an 8th grader right now. Mr. M always told me to be honest and compassionate, and I always appreciated that he told us this and that he made us work hard. I have had several great memories from Mr. M. This year he let me play the bass clarinet, and I went to him the first day I got to play it, and I said something was wrong, but he said there was nothing wrong. I just put it together wrong. And he always joked about things. Mr. M always made the funniest jokes, and he'll be the best band director I've ever had.
Hi, I am Penelope. I am a 6th grader. I met Mr. M at band camp last summer as a new student. Mr. M taught me how to play the clarinet. Mr. M inspired me to always try my best. Every time I pick up the clarinet, it reminds me of Mr. M's dedication to me. He was a great band teacher. I love playing the clarinet because of him. God bless Mr. M.
Thanks, Mr. M, for all you gave to St. Thomas More for many generations, starting from my class of 78, Mike Speranza.
I'm Patrick Speranza, and my class is 2005.
Christopher Speranza, 2008.
Thomas Speranza, 2011.
What a treasure our St. Thomas community was blessed with in Rick Mlynarski. Mr. M had a special gift for sharing music with his students. Our two children carry that love of music and performing into their adult lives. Mr. M always set the bar high, and his students, as well as his student counselors at the Catholic school's summer band camp, responded beautifully. He had the very special gift to be not only teacher, but mentor and friend. I'm sure that he's watching over his huge band family while leading a heavenly band in a rousing rendition of Roll Out the Barrel. Thank you, Mr. M, for all that you gave to our family and to our community.
O'Shea. I graduated St. Thomas in 2014. I did band the 5 years that I was eligible to do that at St. Thomas. I was the 7th out of the 9 of my family who did band through St. Thomas, and Mr. M meant a lot. He solidified how I grew into becoming a leader and an adult, and I thank him for that every day.
Hi, I'm Danny O'Shea, and I graduated in 2016, and Mr. M is a huge reason why I still love percussion to this day.
Hello, I am Jack O'Shea. I'm an 8th grader at St. Thomas More. Mr. M has meant so much to me during my 5 years at band.
Mr. M impacted my life through his sort of comedy because he seemed his normal appearance may have seemed like a kind of scary guy, but he was a really funny guy on the inside, and he made band a whole lot funner for me.
Same thing goes for me. Like, he made my band experience what it was. He made me want to continue with my music, and his humor was great. I think everyone, I speak on behalf of all band members when I say this, I think he hit everyone in a certain way, and he was just such a great guy to be around and to play music in front of and with.
And I started band with Mr. M in 2000. One of my first memories of him is the day I knew what instrument I wanted to play. He brought a bunch of instruments to our classroom and showed us how they worked and what they sounded like. And when he got to the alto sax, he played Over the Rainbow, and there was just something about it. I knew that that was the instrument I wanted to play. So he taught me to play, and after 5 years under his direction, I went on to play in high school and college, where I got to travel and perform in places like New York City and Ireland with the Purdue All-American Marching Band. I will be forever grateful for the friendships I made and the opportunities I had as a result of the influence he had on my life.
Hi, my name is Anthony Pagoric, former student and friend of Mr. M, and I just wanted something I wanted to share with all of you about a memory of Mr. M. There's only a handful of people that I can honestly say have changed the trajectory of my life. In third grade, I met Mr. M. I took a music aptitude test, which I failed pretty miserably, and despite that score, he still taught me music. I learned 4 instruments in 6 years, was the first chair for 3 different instruments, served as a drum major, band president, and ended up being an outstanding 8th grader in my final year of being his student. He found a way to connect music to me. He found a way for me to love music, and I wouldn't have played in rock bands if not for that love. I wouldn't know the discipline it takes. I wouldn't know what it truly means to be show ready. It's because of him that I've had success in music and that I've experienced that success over the years. He taught me more than notes on a page. My music and recording studio have carved out a huge part of my life and still do today. And to think that this probably wouldn't exist without him. It really made me think after these past couple of months after hearing the news of his passing. And I was lucky enough to still cross paths with him a couple times a year. Heck, even his polka band played at our wedding. But I'll always remember his smile, his terrible jokes, his passion, and most importantly, I'll always remember our conversations over the years. He was always supportive of my music, and always asked me how my bands were doing, and he always seemed to make him proud knowing that one of his students was still trying to make it a part of their life. I feel teachers rarely get the opportunity to hear the impact they have on their students, especially after they leave. and I hope that in our conversations he understood the impact he still has on my life. I know I can never repay him for the amazing opportunities that music has provided me, and I like to think that sharing my gift of music is all the payment he would ever want. So until we meet again, thank you for everything, Mr. M.
Hello, everybody. I'm Phil Mlynarski, Mr. M's son. Some of you may know me as that guy in the Navy, or that guy that shows up every once in a while at a marching rehearsal at a 4th of July, and everybody says, "Hey, Mr. M," looking at me, and I turn around and look for my dad. Anyway, with that being said, thank you so much for all the support you've given us in this tough time since January. But most importantly, we talk about memories, and we think about what impact did my dad have on my life, our lives, everybody else. I'll tell you, I've got lots of stories. Many of you have heard them, many of you live them with us. But instead of going into those, the best story is the ones he would tell us about all the students every year, wherever we lived all across the globe. When he'd come to visit or we'd be able to visit him or talk to him on the phone, it was all about the students. The love for the students, the love for the music, watching his students succeed. We are his legacy. Yes, I was a student too. Graduated in '89, lots of band along the way. So with that, remember that as you go forward. And when you remember my dad, remember the love of the music and the success of the students that he taught along the way. And I hope that memory will live on. With that, I hope everybody is safe, everybody stays well, and God bless everybody. Thank you very much.